Live from the studio complex in Baltimore, Maryland, you're listening to InfoWarlocks with Sam Kelly. There's a war on for your magic.
Yes, we are in a spiritual war, a spiritual warfare, and we are beacons of light on this earth, man. We are literally here to make the earth lighter. It's stand-up comedy, man. It's energy work, and we have one of the best stand-up comics in Baltimore, one of the people who's actually making it. Not just making it through another day like me. We have Ivan Martin. Come on. Woo, yeah.
What is going on, beautiful people? Y'all stupid. Actually making it. Hold on, let me move this side. Let me see. There we go. They can see my face. Actually making it.
Yes.
All the way to Bermuda? You made it through the Bermuda. I heard the Bermuda Triangle used to be some shit. Pirates used to hate that shit. It was scary. Now you're out here doing cruises on it for fun?
Yes.
Yeah. The Bermuda Triangle fell off, dude. It fell off.
It used to be $20 to get in.
Yeah.
Now they got coupons in the newspaper.
Now
and
it's
shit.
$30 to get out. Can't fucking do shit down there, dude.
You just walk in whenever you feel like now. You know what I'm saying?
That would be amazing, like a stand-up comedy tour to the Bermuda Triangle with like
Hey,
conspiracy theorists. Yes.
It was fun. I had a good time. It was cool. I had some shows. It was great.
Yes.
I had a good time, man. It was cool. The time kept changing and shit. That was weird.
Yeah,
I was like, man, I thought it was this time, but it wasn't.
What time is it down there? Lucas, can you toss me lighter over there?
The time there now, I think they're like an hour and a half behind us. Like
an hour and a half?
I could be wrong.
They got half-hour time zones then? It's like, oh, it's 3:14 for you. It's 3:17 for me. I'm in Bermuda, so.
Every time I come back from over that way, like my watch is like 2 minutes late. So I think I lose 2 minutes of my life.
Oh, shoot.
Every time, man. It's
what?
weird.
So you've been doing all cruise stuff lately, or no? I mean, like
no, I've been doing like other stuff, land stuff, gigs, you know,
land lover
churches,
stuff.
you know what I'm saying, family stuff.
That's
clean
awesome.
gigs here and there. Let me see.
When you can crush as a clean comic and then also do your own authentic voice at the same time.
It's
that's
weird.
awesome.
I have clean and dirty shows I have to do when I like work with the agency and shit. It's different, man.
Hell yeah.
It's a fun thing, but it's also cool because I realize kind of like been preparing for it because I've always kind of like tried to have like a professional mainstream kind of like feel. Then after that, I'll always be able to like get dirty when it's time to be. Baltimore definitely helped with that.
Fuck yeah.
Being able to,
One of my favorite sayings is if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
Yes.
And that's true.
Yeah.
You know, you just stay ready.
Like most recently I had an audience coming out of New York. So I say like 70% of the audience was like New Yorkers. So every time I start the show, they'd be like, you know, Brooklyn, man. I'm from Harlem, you know. So it was cool adjusting to their cadence because, you know, they're way more quicker and up and down. Yeah. And, you know, my storytelling type of style, it was fun to get them to, like, not slow down, but to come at a lower pace for me.
Yeah,
it was fun.
yeah.
Do you feel like that kind of pace? Because I feel like, you know, the common debate is, you know, Maryland, well, you're actually from the South.
Yep,
You're like,
Florida.
So to you, Maryland's the North.
Yeah.
But to the North, Maryland's the South.
Correct.
You know, people up there. And so do you feel like there's kind of like this weird midway of like, because when you go down south, that's much slower than here. Mm-hmm. And then up in New York, it's fast paced. And then once you get to Boston, the game's all over. It's all over, dude.
Yeah, you're hitting on the nose. It's kind of like as soon as here is still slow. It's still slow here, though.
Yeah.
It's still slow in a good way. It's slow in like its own different pace. It's not, and I don't mean slow in the I don't mean slow definitely in the sense of speed. I more so mean it in the sense of attack of how you come across certain material. You know what I'm saying? How many times you transition in and out, bits here, popping in and out, crowd, like, you know,
like
how chaotic you can be with your style.
More like a slow burn type of thing down here.
Yeah.
Versus New York, they probably want a punchline more often.
Every few seconds.
And see, my issue is like when I walk out there, I want it to be like, let the bodies hit the fucking floor, motherfuckers. But I don't have like, hey, how about last Tuesday, or how about the rain? Like,
I don't care about last Tuesday.
It's like
it's Wednesday, motherfucker.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
But I have to find some stuff like introductory kind of material to bring people into that vibe. But yeah.
So can you kind of, you know, with, you know, because when I met you a long time ago, first I'm pretty sure last time I saw you, it couldn't have been when you did that Das Beer Hall thing. Was that it?
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And I would have had
I knew
you
exactly.
again,
I knew exactly what to do that night. It was so chaotic. I looked at everybody. I said, "I'm going first," and then I just took all the bar material.
Yeah.
that was. I can't believe that was over a year ago, man. I would have had you do it again. Rodos won this year in Fells Point. I would have had you do that, but they didn't want comedy. They were like, we're good on the comedy.
Yeah.
Nice call. Good call.
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool, man. But I mean, when I met you, you were doing a bunch of stuff. You're still affiliated with the Motor House and everything.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yep.
It's awesome. It's my favorite mic in the city, like after Sidebar. Like Sidebar was where I started, and where it kind of it has that energy about it still, where it's like creative, artistic people, but like real fucking people too. That can
Is
handle the real
Sidebar
shit.
still going? Because they're like on and off every other month. I see them like, sorry to say goodbye. And they're like, we're back. Gone again. They're like a light switch.
They're like an abusive boyfriend.
Yes, it's like me. Like I'm toxic. Like
Sidebar is toxic to the comedy scene.
And
Like,
they come
I miss us.
no, another fundraiser. We're fundraising again.
right,
We're open. We got an article in the newspaper. We'll be open next week. You go back and they're like, who the fuck are you? Never met you in my life. We're closed.
We're closed again. You ruined it.
We're closed because of you. You're like, what? I just came back.
Read the article, man. That's awesome. It's good to hear a Motor House is still going strong, bro.
Yeah, man. It's like at this point, definitely one of the like, or if not the longest running mic in the city. That's for yeah.
Gotta be.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
so happy, man. Especially when you consider it hasn't changed hands over any producer.
That's
right.
true.
Wow.
That's true.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, how did you? Because how long have you been doing this thing? I guess it's the agency is hooking you up with these cruises, right?
Yeah, 2018 is when I got on there, and then 2020 is like when the Comedy Central Kevin Hart thing.
I just
happened.
love that the agency. It sounds like a spy.
The
Like, yes,
agency.
like they're sending me on my fucking mission.
Big bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit is different. It's like, cause I've definitely had my time being a road dog and working for the Funny Bones and stuff like
Hell
that,
yeah.
and going up and down, the road and West Virginia and Hartford, Connecticut, performing Thanksgiving and Christmas over and over those bookings and shit, being snowed in, condo life. I remember one time motherfucker wanted to book me and he was like, yeah, man, I'll book you here. And I was like, is the condo clean? He goes, I'm gonna tell you like this. A nigga died in the condo. So it's like you never had to think about shit like that.
I just bring my Ouija board to have somebody to talk to.
So it's cool to be doing cruise ship stuff now and then working for an agency because it's totally different. It's like,
hell yeah.
they're like turning your receipts. This is how much money you get to eat this year, like tonight, and here's your first class ticket and you land, and it's like, okay. Then after that, go meet the person from the theater. And then after that, check in and go get your immigration. Then turn in your passport. Then get a card. Then you're in your room. And you got to show at 7:00 tonight.
Oh my god.
But after that, you're like traveling. You're moving around. And then sometimes it's other times where it's like, all right, you get here, but you don't have to be there till 7. But you landed at 12. And you know what I'm saying, turning your receipt for your lunch and, just hang out in New Orleans for 7 hours. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
awesome, dude.
It's fun. It's fun and definitely helps that I was in the Navy. It's like a full circle that I started on a aircraft carrier.
True.
And now back.
True.
That's a
Fuck
big.
yeah.
You were meant to
big
sail the 7 seas.
one. Bro, I'm like
Yes.
fucking Jack Sparrow on stage.
The Black Pearl. Over here, Mr. Ivan Martin.
Yes, hell yeah. No, and even if you look at it from a spiritual perspective, Christ had a message. He spread his good word from village to village. It's not necessarily about the money or the fame. It's about spreading whatever
It's
message,
definitely the money.
spreading your
I'm
light.
definitely thankful for the
Right.
money.
It's one of the
Oh my
few
God.
things that Ivan differs from Jesus Christ
Yes.
about. One of the few.
Yeah, he made wine. I make money. No, I'm messing with you. Jesus
But
is
how?
like, I'll just start paying you on wine, motherfucker. If you really want to start acting funny.
But how,
Or water.
How do you align that part though, where you get over that part, that scarcity mindset? I guess it's like where you just are like, yes, I'm gonna fucking make money at comedy.
Oh man. It happened over time. I always tell everybody when they're trying to transition to making money from comedy. Well, it's been times where I've made money from stand-up comedy teaching classes too.
Yeah.
At one point, aside from producing shows, I taught for the school system doing a comedy writing course for ESOL students. They wanted a fun way for students that didn't speak English to do English courses and stuff like that. So we wrote sketches together.
That's awesome.
After school,
Hell
and that
yeah.
was really fun. I did that at John Rural Middle School, elementary, and in Greektown over there. It was really fun.
Did you say Ja Rule Middle School?
John Roar?
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Hell yeah.
But stuff like that, I'd say start with a percentage. You want to start with like, if you can start making up a way to be like, it costs me $1,500 a month to live. Start with only doing $200 a month. Like if you can come up with $200 a month,
that's not even my disability check. $1,500.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn. I have to start charging more for this podcast.
I know, right?
Just send it directly to the IRS.
Yeah.
I know, right? She's making more money than me. What agency you work for?
No, I said that's not even my. That's not
the
even my
United
check.
States
not
of
even
America.
My check. Yeah.
Hold on, Travis is calling me. Hold on,
Travis Marshall, put him on speaker.
What's up, Travis? I'm on a
T.
podcast
Marshall!
right now with Sam and Jimmy. Got you on speaker. Oh, my bad. I got you on speaker right now with Sam and Jimmy doing the podcast. What's up?
Oh, hey, how you doing? What day is the DAP day?
June 20th.
The 20th? It's a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm with Perrin right now. We're just trying to figure it out.
Yep, it's the 20th. I was in the contract and I sent it already, but yeah, it's in the 20th.
Yeah, why don't you try reading, Travis?
Yeah, Jimmy said, why don't you try fucking reading?
Well, no.
He says, I take pictures. I don't read. You need to read the snap, dude.
Take a goddamn
That's where I'm
picture of the
at, yeah.
contract.
I use the same finger that hookers use to get off and thugs use to steal lives. Same finger, pulling triggers and clicking clits. You know what the fuck is up?
Yes, that's the gangster life, my friend.
And taking pictures, pulling triggers, and flicking clits. That's what I do with
All
this.
right, I like hell
With
yeah.
this index finger.
All right, that's all I needed to know. Thank you, buddy.
He said that's all I needed to know. Bye.
Bye, buddy.
Hey, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the chaos. But
What's up?
She's used to it.
What's poppin'? Long time no see.
What's up?
This is my concubine.
Yes.
We've been doing this for a while. She just has a ring for decoration.
You know, a lot of concubine. What do you call them? Concubiners or conqueror type related.
A lot of people that concubine.
Succeeded. Yeah.
That's a noun and a verb.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that at all.
Concubine with a chick before.
Really?
Yeah, it's where you just stay with someone.
I know a lot of people that surprisingly do that.
It is. It's just someone that lives with you.
I guess technically I did that for a while too.
Yeah. I was a white trash
You've been
concubine.
a concubine.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're a concubine for the government now.
But
It's like, great.
I concubine until I got my disability check.
Government's like this bitch.
Can you, Sam? Did you have any spiritual things you wanted to get into? Guys, one more. Is there anything spiritual?
Sam sent me something earlier about Lizzo saying that she was going to quit music because she's frustrated with these comments of people like body shaming her.
Right, but see,
really?
I was attempting to turn it back to myself, where it's like I have an issue sometimes where I have breakdowns where I'm very self-deprecating, but then that's what I'm known for. But then when it comes outwardly from other people depreciating upon my image, you have a difficult time taking it. So it's like, okay, you're known for being like a fat, like thick girl and stuff.
So you're trying to say it bothers you? You trying to say you have no problem when you say something about yourself?
Exactly.
But when other people say it, it's an issue.
But when you use that as your image, that is what you are manifesting.
That's true too.
You know, this is what I have to say
fair.
about it.
Yeah.
From the great rapper T.I., his initials stand for Thelonious Individual.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't, but that sounded great.
I was sold.
It doesn't, but he once said, no, he didn't say this at all. I'm not even going to attribute that to him.
He probably thought it.
You can be great or you can be safe, but you cannot be both.
Fuck yes. Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
awesome.
saying?
I believe he
Yeah.
also was known for such famous quotes as "You can have whatever you like." Yeah,
Stacks on deck, Patron on ice.
It's like, damn,
We
was that
can
Mark
pop
Twain?
bottles.
Was that Mark Twain? Or was that Thelonious Individual? I always get those two mixed up. Always mixed up.
Both were known for carrying them birds.
That's true. That's
What
fair.
are birds?
Well, some call them
birds?
drugs.
Oh,
in
okay.
Atlanta.
I was thinking of like Brits, like they call like women, like "Hello, you bird," you know.
It could really mean anything.
yeah,
Bird
yeah.
really means anything, including just a bird.
Yeah.
I remember in the hip hop community, it was known as a female.
Oh, that's true.
Right. That's from
Remember
British
that?
slang. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Female. That's what they call birds. Let's see a bird. Fucking
The last time I was at Motor House, we were having a debate. We were like, is it luckier for R. Kelly to piss on you or for a bird to shit on your window shield? Did your grandma ever tell you that, you guys?
Well, depending on if we're going by the amount you're eligible to win in a lawsuit, I would say definitely you can get a lot more out of R. Kelly.
Both happen the same way.
You're run-of-the-mill
same way
bird.
you're just having a good day and just a bird shits on your window. That's how R. Kelly pisses on you.
I've tried to
Like
take
you're just
a few
having a
birds
good
to
day at a
court.
party and R. Kelly's just peeing on you. You don't realize. Somebody's like, turn around. You turn around. R. Kelly's pissing on you.
Turn around, $1 million. Documentary.
$1 million.
No documentaries about a guy who got under a pigeon. Shit.
No documentary about that dude.
I'm still on the fence if that's good luck. They do say bird shit. I got shat on by a bird once and it's still up in the air.
I think it depends upon what kind of bird it is. It has to. You get shit on by a bald eagle. Great day.
That's a good day. That's a good day.
Pigeon, keep walking.
Yeah.
Pigeon, you're going to be late to work.
Better luck next year. To get shot by a pigeon.
I don't know what's going on, but since I've been back, we just keep seeing groundhogs.
Oh, dude, they're out, dude. They're out. They're done hibernating.
There's like an influx of them.
Fuck, let me look up the spiritual meaning of groundhog.
Yeah.
Let's see.
On my,
Like they're collecting government phones at places.
yeah,
and
this
shit.
is on my
They're just-
government phone. I'm looking this up.
They're hanging out.
It might take me a moment.
Got a wrong. Yeah. You have a government phone. Some
Yeah.
groundhogs out there like, damn.
Yo, government phones fuck the game up. There's nothing more aggravating to me than a homeless person with a phone.
Oh, dude.
There's nothing more aggravating than somebody holding a phone saying, "Do you have any change?" Like, bitch, if you don't get a
And they
call
don't-
started or something.
They don't. Do they kind of give out like nice phones too? Right? Like they're not like.
They're
No,
decent.
no.
They're decent. They're enough to have a FaceTime. I
Do
seen the
you
motherfucker
have a
having
government phone, Sam?
Yeah.
Because we have the same phone.
an Orbic.
I mean, I have like the same, a Samsung. Didn't you have a Samsung Galaxy like last month?
I did, but I couldn't afford the bill anymore after leaving my ex because his grandmother was paying the bill.
Oh, damn.
that pussy got power.
Wow. Now we're paying the bill. Turns out I can't afford your phone because I already do.
That's funny.
Yeah. But okay, I can't look it up. But I'm gonna say groundhogs. That's a sign of like a changing season. So yeah.
We might
it's
as
a
well
good
make
sign,
it up
yeah.
because they did.
Exactly.
up.
Yeah.
Groundhogs.
Because they did.
No, but going back to the original thing, so I
He
didn't.
still light cigarettes like it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, it'll be lit eventually. I didn't realize she was actually going to quit music. I thought that she had this kind of like positive vibe where she was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And now secretly behind the scenes, you're telling me she's not happy?
Well, it's just an interesting thing.
She's like a
I think,
comic.
Yeah.
exactly. Right.
Bitch is a stand-up on the low.
She could just pull an Adele and just, lose weight. That's always an option. I don't know.
Yeah.
People say they could just lose weight like it's like a fucking, like it's like turning in a report. It's not.
Yeah,
like you can't
it's
just
not.
do the research and then it's
Yeah.
done. Like different people's bodies work different ways, bro.
Right. Like
That's the equivalent of you having sex with a bitch and she just goes deeper. And you're like, bitch, that's not gonna happen over like right now.
I would wager to say
I gotta do some things.
I gotta do some push-ups. I gotta check
lose
my
some
diet.
weight. I gotta lose some weight.
I gotta lose some weight. I gotta lose some weight to go deeper. No, I don't know. It's gotta be easier than getting world famous.
Yeah.
Because
like
I've
she used to
done
be
one
in
of
a
those
bar.
two things. I've lost
Yeah.
weight. I've never been successful.
No.
So-
It
Tell
depends
me
on
which is
what-
harder.
Yeah. You have to reframe.
I don't know. Obviously for her, it's losing weight, bro.
Wait, yeah.
She's like, lucky you.
But like the thing with Adele is Adele was just like, yeah, I'm here to be a great singer. Like she never really like made
How did she
like
say
her
it?
thing. She's like, yeah, mate, I'm here to be a great singer. I'm on that bass show, I'm right here.
And then she
Rock.
went to
And
the
then-
carnival and it was over. Did you know she's dating LeBron James' like agent, like best friend from high school?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Her boyfriend looks like Milk.
Who's Milk?
The stand-up comic, the black dude.
Oh, Milk. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought you meant like actual milk.
No,
Yeah, that's what I was
that's the
like.
confusing
I
part
believe
about
that.
this. That's the confusing part about this kid. His name is Milk.
He's awesome. Though.
He's
It's
built like he wins every fight in a subway. He's built like he could have been an extra in the Michael Jackson Bad video. Like, that's how he's built.
Y'all saw that video? I was gonna say, if you're fighting in subway stations, I feel like I saw a video where these two guys were in a fight. Just recently, this happened. The guy pushed him into the fucking train, got his whole fucking body chopped in half. This happened like last week.
Jesus Christ!
What YouTube do you have?
Fucking
Like,
New York subway CCTV.
Yes, TikTok.
what YouTube is this?
That shit happens, bro. Whenever I go to New York, I wonder how it doesn't happen more often, dude.
I just
Honestly.
came from New York. Like, I didn't think about that.
You came
What's so
back in
funny
one
is
piece?
I remember when I was younger, the subway was interesting. I felt like it was like a badge of honor. Like,
Yeah.
something.
That's how I feel about the light rail.
Now I walk past the subway and I'm like, ew, get out of here. I look at the subway like it's a bitch that I want nobody to know I know. Like, don't talk to me in public. Don't
That's
talk
how
to
most people look at me at open mics. That's how I get.
You are the subway of Baltimore comedy.
Yes.
talk to you when
That's
no
why
one's
I'm
around.
sandwich artist, yo. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm the
alright,
subway.
Like, we could be cool, just not in front of people.
Yeah.
Speaking of Subway, have you guys ever like actually looked into
You mean the restaurant?
the restaurant? Now we're switching Subways now.
Do you remember when they had crab?
No.
What?
Bro, we've been having this discussion, like this fight for years.
Are you
They
denying
used-
this as well, Tori? You don't remember this either?
They used to have crab, bro.
Is this a Mandela effect?
If you look it up right now, it's called the seafood sensation.
Oh no.
And they took it away. Look it up, Sam. It's called seafood.
I was just looking up
Say,
groundhogs.
say
Let's see
why
if
did
my-
they take away seafood sensation?
If my Obama phone.
It was there. I remember living in Baltimore, walking with a hot ass seafood.
Why?
It was supposed to be hot. It was just hot that day.
Take.
It was seafood sensation.
Served at whatever temperature it is outside. Seafood, baby. Fresh caught. Never time to change the temperature.
Fresh caught from Druid Hill. What does it say? Late Montebello
The
seafood.
Subway still have the seafood sub. Subway no longer has the seafood sub, but a few franchises still serve it. You can find it in branches in the U.S. Virgin Islands and other coastal areas.
So the next time I go, that's where I'm
Yes,
going.
and you're
I told y'all.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't trust that. I used to eat Subway all the time. Did I barely even trust a turkey sandwich from that?
Ever since that dude got caught diddling kids, you let it affect your diet.
I did let it affect my diet. It
What
was
is
more
that?
so
You
that
still
the
listen to R. Kelly
Of course I did. Well, that guy never made any music
though, or meats.
or meats. Just ate 2 subs a day. That's not much of an accomplishment. I can do that. But he did lose weight, Lizzo. So what are you doing? No, I did watch a whole documentary on that guy, and a lot of people know of him as like, you know, he went down for like watching child porn, but it was way bigger than that, dude. Like he had sex slaves and stuff, and he had like different people going around different countries and like procuring underage girls for him when he would go on these like tours and stuff. It was big. It was like a real fucking thing. And they kind of Subway just kind of put it out. I was like, yeah, he's
Subway
watching
was
child
like
porn.
$5. $5 foot long. Up your ass, kids. $5.
And we were like, oh wow, that's a good deal. That's a deal.
I was like, where's the seafood sensation?
Yeah,
I don't care
and
what
then
he's
inflation hit and the price rose. We were like, wait a second, that's actually fucked up. They're like, what, the child porn? We're like, no, dude, this used to be $5. This used to be $5 motherfucking dollars. And yeah, that guy's weird, but what the fuck?
We're complaining about that, but we're really angry about this $2 increase.
I can't even imagine what a $5. I have a shirt that says $5 foot long. I can't even imagine what they are now. That's retro now.
Can you imagine? He's like the Ray Caruth of sandwiches.
Yeah, he really is.
Who's Ray Caruth? I'm a GT
Oh,
recipient.
man.
I don't know who Ray
You don't
Caruth
know
is.
Ray Caruth was this football player that played for the Carolina Panthers, and he killed his baby mom. Well, I think she was pregnant. He killed her. But the funny part was when they found him, he was in the trunk of his car at his house. He was just like,
He was
I'm
in the
going to
trunk?
wait it out here.
He was in the trunk of his own car?
He was like, I'm going to wait it out here.
Wow. dude.
That's the level of my anxiety. Yeah.
He was probably looking, when he heard the sirens, he was probably looking around like Mr. Bean. Like, okay, well.
That is a good hiding. I remember because we have the county jail right down the street, right at Kenilworth down there. And there was this guy. I was going to Top Shelf to get beer and stuff. And this was like a couple summers ago. And this guy was just like sprinting down the thing. And I was like, oh shit. And then I heard all these cop cars pull up, and they were about to pull up. And he goes up and he's like, yo, can I get in the trunk of your car? And I was like, it caught me so off guard. Luckily the cops pulled up so quickly that I didn't have to answer, because honestly I didn't know how to.
They caught him?
Oh, the cops pulled up, and then he was in the middle of asking me, and then he just saw them and sprinted, and then the cops got out of the car with the dogs and fucking chased him down and got him in the alley. And I was like, damn, man.
You were like, I popped the trunk.
For the record, I would have said yes. But
You were like, trunk was popped, bro.
convenient.
You ran the wrong
I had
way.
the trunk pop.
I would have been like, why didn't you just ask it in the back seat?
I don't
Like,
know.
it saved way more time.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules on that. If I would have been an accomplice at that point, or if he would have gotten the trunk.
I
I'd
don't
be
think
like, By
so.
the way, he's in the trunk.
For
I
a
got
random
him.
person came up to me and was like, can I get your trunk? And the judge would have been like, why'd you say yeah? I'd have been like, I want to see a fucking magic trick.
Yes!
Like, I wanted to see come on, if somebody randomly walks up to you, it's like, hey, you want to see me disappear? Pop your trunk. Like, I'd be like, yeah. And now we're talking. I was on my way to Subway. Let's go.
Yeah, I had a meeting with my probation officer today, and
Nice.
I am so annoying that like I have like the special needs,
That
like
they let you
VIP.
off?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
so
I'm
annoying. They were like, you don't need to
But
come here no more.
Everybody else has to wait in the probation office in Glen Burnie for like 30 minutes, but like I'm in and out in 10 minutes.
They let you skip
they're
it,
like,
and
we can't
everyone
stand hearing you cry
everyone
again.
understands. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's Sam. Just shut up." Like new
Exactly,
new
yeah.
people show up, and they're like, "What the fuck?" I've been saying, like, shh. That's Sam. Just let her.
Exactly.
She's spiritual. Just
Yeah.
let her go. Let her go.
I'm spiritual. I could have no soul. Yin or yang. you
People
know?
are confused. They're like, "Why does she always walk out laughing?" Like, because she loves this.
He loves probation,
Yes,
dude.
and I do. That's the thing. Like I know I seem like I am cold or like difficult to deal with at open mics, but I promise I just have so much anxiety that I am just thinking like, oh my God, how do I not fuck this up? Like 5 minutes of like just
Well, it's
Dick
really
jokes.
hard to fuck up probation.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
That's the second chance.
Yeah.
that's the second chance.
yeah. I think again, like I got off yesterday from having to go to court. It's like I think because my public defender didn't want to have to publicly be seen defending me.
He's like, I don't want to be seen
Yeah.
with this subway of a person.
So how
Hell
much
yeah.
longer do you have on probation?
Till July
Okay.
4th.
So what's the rules on that? You can't leave the state. You can't like commit another crime. Like, how does that work?
It was a non-violent, non-drug related charge, surprisingly.
Nice.
So I just have to not contact
Not
my
do
ex.
those two things.
Yeah.
Not do the. She just has to not do the thing that made it happen in the first place.
yeah.
yeah.
Question,
For that amount of time.
do you guys consider shrooms drugs?
I consider
drugs.
anything that a police officer would consider drugs.
Yeah.
I think drugs.
smart.
I think they describe what it is. I don't think I just.
I
go
refer
ahead.
you to Schedule 1.
I don't think I
Make a
can
peep.
dictate what it is.
I think, yeah, I would say they're drugs for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
but not all drugs are, created equal.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
Anything that's like I guess you could say anything that like is naturally grown kind of gets a different distinction,
Right.
I mean, Parmesan cheese is fucking grown. That shit doesn't.
I never walked past a Parmesan tree. Fucking picked all some freshly grated Parmesan. I was like, wow, better not go to jail for this shit. It's not even grated.
Contingent upon where it's from.
I used to use that same argument with cocaine until I watched a documentary on how cocaine was made, and it's like a bunch of like Guatemalans stomping on like coca leaves in like a puddle of gasoline. And I was like, oh, I guess this isn't as natural as I thought. I really thought that was like natural.
Right.
I would like be doing a line of coke and be like, shit, it's a fucking plant.
Cocaine costs as much as my child support does, so that's why I had it.
That's why usually most people pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Cocaine is one of those things that's so bad, but it is definitely a marker that things are going good.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you just so happen to be in the midst of it, you're like, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if you're doing bad.
Yeah, it's the only drug charge that's met with first off, congratulations. Second of all, this is illegal.
It's like, first off, you were in a mansion. First off, we picked you up from a mansion. So I don't know how you got
So,
there.
let me know what you're doing next weekend. But in the meantime, we gotta put you in the books.
Yeah, like there's
cocaine-
like a place you could get it safely, like a dispensary, like a cocaine.
Cocaine isn't one of those drugs that people ever talk about. Like they sound happy they're quitting.
Yeah.
Like weed, when people stop smoking weed, they're like, man, I ain't smoked weed in like weeks. I've been doing so much. Cocaine, nobody's ever excited. They're like, I've been off it,
It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I was having unlimited fun all the time. And I gotta say, ever since I haven't been, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You never hear anybody excited like life's better now.
Yeah, life's better.
It's like they were like, no, I had a life where I could afford cocaine.
Right,
Now
right.
I don't. I don't have the life where I can't afford it anymore.
But it's just, I don't mean to bring up, like, we can edit his name out of this, but it's like, do you remember that comic, like, Dylan Meyer years ago, who passed away? He was
kinda.
like a bigger name, like a DC.
Oh yeah,
stuff, and he
DC
was,
dude,
like,
tall guy.
He was really like
He
coming
was like
up,
the
but-
first fentanyl dude.
Yes,
That was
first
like
one?
Yes.
before we
Or in
even
our
knew what it
circle.
was.
right.
Oh,
That's
wow.
before people were like really.
And he was
like,
a giant. He was like 6'8". I mean, he should have been able to handle cocaine if any
See?
motherfucker
Yeah.
could.
hearing from hear it from a
About Len
scientist.
Bias, yeah.
And
Did you
that's
say
kind of
Lynn
who he
Bias?
Yeah, man. It's
Oh,
Maryland,
the
baby.
fucking I was like, this motherfucker. Shut up.
I was reading the Bhagavad Gita or whatever you call it, the Bhagavad Danny DeVito. I don't know. What do you call it? The Bhagavad
Bhagavad.
Gita. Did anybody go to college?
I think we're
Where
all
were you at your first time you were offered coke?
off of coke or on coke?
Offered
Coke.
high school.
I was no. I was freshly dropped out of college, which is
Sounds appropriate.
sounds appropriate. That's how you know the story's believable. I was working as a server bartender. That's how you.
Oh, that's even
definitely
more
know this is
appropriate.
believable. I was in the parking garage out of the Towson Mall outside of the Cheesecake Factory, and I was 24 years old. And this dude who wound up having like a really big foot fetish. That's completely unrelated. I just need to put that in there. He was like really known for feet.
How'd you find out about that?
Because when he would hang
He
out
asked
with
you
us,
for your feet?
no, he asked me if I wanted coke, and I gave him the feet pics. I misread the situation. No. He whenever he would hang out with us, and we were like hanging out with like our friends that were girls, they'd always be like, "Oh, by the way, that guy DM'd me. He said he'd pay me like $20 for a picture of my feet, like after the fact." And I was like, "Damn." One girl
Yeah.
said she woke up in the middle of the night and he was just like massaging her feet.
That bitch is ungrateful.
Yeah,
That bitch is ungrateful.
I was like,
Don't
"Damn."
ever hang out with her
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Guy gave you coke and a foot massage.
And you're complaining.
God damn, pretty privilege is a real fucking thing. It's fucking unfair, dude. Like,
This bitch is complaining.
Yeah. So I had to cut ties with her.
I don't know anybody.
You don't appreciate shit.
Yeah. He gave me a car too. What the fuck else, bitch?
Nah, we did it, and then we went back to one of the guys had an apartment in a Cockeysville.
You did it in the parking garage?
in a parking
Off
garage.
a key, didn't you?
I believe so. Yes,
Yeah.
off a key.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
I did a couple more like bumps or lines, whatever you want to call them. And then by the end of the night, I was just like playing guitar. Some guy had like, an
Rigorously.
acoustic- rigorously, no pick
Rigorous.
with just a finger, and my finger was bleeding. and then it was so loud that eventually one of the roommates was just like, "Dude, can you please stop?" I was like, "Sorry, dude. I've never done coke
Sorry,
before.
dude. I'm Jimi Hendrix right now.
Sorry,
And
dude.
this guitar is on fire.
Are you not impressed? Are you not entertained?"
Either this guitar is on fire, or my finger's falling off.
Fucking gladiator over here.
that's fucking awesome. Yeah, bring Coke back, InfoWarlocks 2023. I mean, just
Bring it back.
Just get
Bring
rid
back
of the
normal.
fentanyl.
Bring back normal.
Right,
Coke.
normal
Coke.
Make it like Starbucks. Make it like a higher level quality type of drug.
Yeah,
I've
safe for
never.
people to
I've
use,
never.
that
I've only
people
done
feel-
coke one time.
Yeah,
Really?
One time. Yeah, it was like it was cool.
Yeah.
that's your Yelp review.
I was very.
4 stars.
I was very like weed. Weed for me was exactly how it is in movies. Like the first was
Yeah.
like all that other crazy shit.
Yeah.
Coke was like. I wish I would have had a Mentos when I took that Coke. How about that?
Yeah.
I wish I would have had a Mentos.
It's funny that you say that because I do feel like Coke is one of the few weed when they do it right in movies. Is accurately represented. If like I get the whole paranoid side of weed, like whenever they have like the guy smoking weed in movies like Paranoid, I'm like that's it. But then they have the other guy that's like, I'm like I don't get that guy.
Woody Harrelson.
And then you have like the acid when they do acid in a movie and it's just like you're like floating in a kaleidoscope. I'm like I don't
Yeah.
know that. Coke, whenever you watch like Goodfellas or like the movie Blow and like you just do a line, you're just like. I want to start a business like
Yeah.
that is absolutely like the amount of
That's me.
I
schemes
thought of the
come up with.
festival off of acid though.
Oh, really?
Acid. I definitely see how Steve Jobs came up with the iPhone on acid.
Yes,
Like, acid.
yes.
Acid.
That was the interdimensional beings coming through the other side.
Yeah,
He was
acid.
interacting
I
with-
agree.
with acid.
They came to me and said, "You need to start this fucking festival,"
Yes,
and
hell
then we
yes.
did that. And
I
things went
truly
great.
believe that you can communicate with your higher self, whatever you believe in, through psychedelics. It is a key. It opens other doors.
Yeah.
I agree.
I
It
agree.
definitely opens doors. This is what I'll say though. Just make sure that whatever you've put in those doors throughout your life, that you've dealt with it. Because
Yeah.
That's fair.
like whatever, when you take psychedelics, man, whatever's in
Yes.
those closets, they're gonna come out like thought you never see me again.
Right.
They come out like you owe them money.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
I totally agree.
I've been looking for you.
Yeah.
I lost my children, and I didn't do psychedelics for about almost a year afterward. And I hooked up with a friend recently who was able to help me. And I did acid, I did shrooms, I rolled on Molly. Every voice basically was just like, "You're the shit." Like, just know it.
That's exactly what.
And I was terrified what it would unlock, but it just only unlocked positive things. So I'm glad I had that weight, but it helps me know that like I have nothing to feel, sorry for. And none of us do. We are here to bring our light.
Some
all
of us do. Some of us have things to.
I was watching this thing. It was like, would you rather fight a gorilla or every thought that comes through your head turns true?
Oh.
Every thought that comes to your head comes true.
That would be an amazing video game. Bring it in the metaverse.
Or fight a gorilla.
Including the thought I have about beating a gorilla's ass. Because if that comes true, like, catch 22, motherfucker. Falcon punch! Fucking get that bitch. Like, damn, we didn't perceive it. This guy thinks about fighting gorillas a lot.
We didn't think of this. We didn't think he would think of this.
Wrong hypothetical, bitch.
But
I think the key is to really truly look at this. Like, I know people are just like, whatever, Samantha, you're just trying to make it look like it's something bigger than what it is. But look at it like it's truly plant medicine. Maybe have someone that you trust nearby, but trip by yourself or trip in a very small space with people who you truly trust. Do not treat it like a party drug, especially if you're trying to use it to overcome something.
That's
hard to bring. It's not a party drug.
It definitely opens up portals in your brain. It allows you to confront things that you may not even be ready to.
And Coke is the opposite. Coke is something.
Coke definitely closes doors in your brain and convinces you.
All
get
things
the
that tell you
vision.
you're not the shit. Coke is like, dude, check back in tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. He's gonna feel like shit tomorrow.
Coke is a girl at a party that keeps on bluffing you. She's like, yeah, we'll fuck tonight. And she never shows up. It's like, but you're hyped. You're hyped. You're excited.
You're hyped.
You're excited. You're
Coke
excited.
is a stripper that pays you. Son. At least in my experience.
You get something from it, but you're like, I want to see your tits. I'm happy, but I'm missing something.
You take the ideas that acid or shrooms or DMT gave you, that the beings, interdimensional beings, Steve Jobs beings gave you, take the ideas and then put it into a business using Coke or Adderall. That's more
true.
legal.
Well, Adderall is...
and
Adderall
you won't OD.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Adderall is something... I think Adderall is the most misrepresented drug because it's literally meth.
Yeah.
But because the pharmaceutical companies can make money off of it, it's just Adderall. Give it to your kids.
I'm misrepresenting Vyvanse. That's like Adderall's diet. That's like the Diet Coke of Adderall.
Yeah. And then Coke is definitely the most misunderstood drug. And I think that fentanyl.
She's had fentanyl before.
Really?
Oh my God.
Like the street drug.
It's the same thing. You just had it in
on
the hospital.
purpose?
In the hospital.
Oh,
yeah.
did it help? What was it like?
I mean, knocked me out cold. It was nice.
Fuck
They told me they were giving it to me, and I woke right up. I was like, "Oh no, the fuck you're not." But then they did, and they were like, "No, it's not gonna kill you. It's gonna be cool. It's nice."
Wow. See?
Sounds like a drug dealer. It's not going to kill you. It's going to be cool.
Cool.
Right.
Are you
Doctor
sure you're
was
in the
that
hospital?
chill. What hospital was this?
Then he was like, give me $50.
He's doing it too. He's like, trust me, it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Look, I'm right here with you.
But what if
We're
you were just
tandem doing
depressed?
it.
What if you could just go to a place like that and just get fentanyl? In
It's
your
like that
system,
in
where they're just
is it
like, it'll be
Wyoming
cool.
or Colorado where you can do all the drugs now? It's like all
What?
of them illegal.
Probably Colorado.
Which state? It's a state. I don't know if it's Wyoming. I think it's Wyoming. They're the first state to legalize cocaine and meth. Like, you can just do it normally.
Wyoming.
Really?
Look it
gotta
up.
be
Look it up.
Wyoming.
I'm going on Wyoming
Look it up.
Craigslist and looking at the rental because after I graduate school,
Look it up.
I'm gonna be able to afford it.
I know Colorado made like shrooms legal and stuff.
Yeah. DC, I think, is working on that, or it's technically in the gray area of legality. But yeah.
Oh, I think it's Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
In November 2020.
Then you have to deal with Antifa.
Yeah, Oregon voters passed Measure 110. So I guess there's only been 109 measures in Oregon before this, which decriminalized the possession for personal use of small amounts of all drugs, including cocaine, heroin, LSD, meth, and oxycodone.
Kurt Cobain came from that area, bitches. They need art to
He was
survive.
from fucking Washington.
Oregon, bruh.
They
Oregon is the only U.S.
need the
state to have
shamans
implemented
back.
this policy.
Oregon,
them.
man.
Fucking Snortland, Oregon.
You can go over there, man, and just Go to Subway and get a seafood sensation and Coke.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's bring the 90s back. The 90s, the economy in America was great. We had a slightly more liberal government, but Bill Clinton was doing some shady ass shit.
We had more liberal
Like what,
government in
getting
the
head?
90s?
That's all he was doing. He's playing saxophone and getting head.
That's true.
Right. That's pretty badass. I mean, yeah. I mean, and Hillary, like, her girlfriend was that fucking, like, Egyptian lady anyway. Like, she's probably...
Hillary, a lot of people don't remember when Hillary first came on the scene, she was really different. She was wearing like sundresses and shit like that.
She looked good too.
Yeah.
She looked good. I'm not gonna lie. You look at like old pictures of Hillary.
Her and
Yeah.
I get it.
Hillary used to look like Martha Stewart.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart was hot back in,
Martha Stewart is hot.
Yeah. Yes.
You saw she just posed in Sports Illustrated or whatever it was.
I saw her.
What?
I saw her on Pornhub.
Oh really? Really?
She had an Orioles jersey on.
No shit.
Just the old jersey by itself. The new one.
Yes.
The City Connects. She had a City Connect on.
And it was she had made an O circle around her pussy.
Gotcha.
It was like,
Is Martha Stewart from around here?
yeah, she's from Dundalk.
No, she's not.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
You know who is from Dundalk though? The guy who does all the Muppets and Elmo and shit.
Fuck yeah.
No,
That's
he's
awesome.
not.
Black guy from Dundalk.
Yeah.
Dundalk
Even though
High.
Elmo touched kids, that doesn't affiliate with.
Well, the
There's a
puppeteer didn't. The puppet.
There's a dark side to everything in life. That's the thing.
Dundalk.
I don't think Elmo
Dundalk.
touched kids.
Yeah.
There was Tickle Me Elmo, where I guess he was asking kids to touch
Dundalk
him.
produces probably like a lot of people. You gotta like it's a motivation. You gotta like think about growing up out there. You're like, I'm gonna get the fuck away from the smell. Like other places have crime. You gotta smell to motivate you to get out.
Yes.
You're like, I won't be famous. My fucking hand will. I'll figure something out. I'll be on a fucking Muppet show.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what I appreciate about the Muppets. Like, I was watching it with my kids recently. There was like Harvey Feinstein on it. There was the girl who was in the who were
Harvey
in the Wheel
Weinstein
show.
or Harvey Feinstein?
Right, Harvey Feinstein. I'm sorry.
You said that. I
know it's
didn't know
not.
if it was a.
I don't think his name is.
Harvey Feinstein. Yeah,
I didn't
the
know
gay
if that was a
Jewish
real
guy.
person.
Yeah.
Harvey Feinstein committed the same amount of sexual assaults,
Yeah.
but nobody cared because he was fucking fine,
Really?
baby. No, I don't know who Harvey Feinstein is.
I mean, he was gay, so he probably was. But back then, it was okay for an overage dude and an underage guy to like hook up because he like taught him kind of like the ancient Greek Spartan warriors. They looked at underage back then. Back in his day, it was
The Greeks
cool,
were cool with it.
Yeah.
Said he was like the Dalai Lama of this or something.
Oh yeah. I really didn't realize that. I knew that Diane Feinstein or whatever. I didn't know Harvey Feinstein was a person.
Yeah. He's like a famous, like one of the first gay comedians. So he played the mother of who Divine played in the John Waters.
Okay.
Yeah, I know her.
That's the part of Baltimore City that I would love to help bring back.
You
is
wish
just
you were
the
a
John
part of that
Waters
era?
shit. Yes.
Where kids
The
were
John
just
Waters.
weird and musty.
Yes.
I have a feeling they were like the first Crown kids. Like
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
like the first.
You were at the Crown. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
out,
they're still
out,
there.
out in Patterson Park though.
Yeah,
Like,
that
different.
was
right.
like the You know, Divine is actually buried right in Towson.
Right
at
around the
Towson
corner.
Circle, yeah.
Really?
Right around the corner from that cheesecake from that parking lot.
Yep.
Did she grow up here? Is that why?
She grew up in Baltimore. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The school
that's
is
awesome.
not too far away.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. They said that Divine was just like mocked relentlessly for, you know, being who she was and stuff, and for just putting herself out there. And then through that, she just created an eternal fucking legacy. That
Did Divine identify as a woman, or did she?
I thought it was
just
a dude
who
that cross-dressed.
a drag queen at the time, but
Yeah.
I think that, you know, she was gender fluid for her time,
Oh, okay.
non-binary.
Because I feel like a lot of times back in those days, dudes would just like dress like that, but they were like, I'm still just a gay guy.
I still put
Exactly.
I still put this dick in you.
Yeah. You can still get it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of how like I want my sons, if they're queer, to be. Like I'm gonna encourage them.
Want them
be
to
like,
be like Rocky Horror.
I want at
all
least
their
one
lives.
gay
Like,
one.
Yeah.
like, it's not Halloween. Like I don't care.
because I don't think it's right to give children hormones under the age of 21 to alter your sex. And
enough.
even though I identify as a non-binary queer person,
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that you shouldn't be altering with chemicals. Third sex genders have been around for thousands and thousands of years. That's never going away. It's a very, you know, important role in our society. It helps teach people things, but don't alter the chemicals in your children's bodies till they're
There's-
21. That's just my
I'm with
belief.
that.
There's
But-
this dude that they locked up on the cruise ship.
Really? What was he doing?
He said he was pregnant.
Oh no.
They locked him up. I don't know why that's
no.
funny, but
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Because that was
Going
my
to the
reaction.
I thought that had to do with what she was talking about.
I felt like a pregnant dude when I was pregnant. I'm like, bro, this isn't supposed to be here. Like,
So what was his
Like-
crime? Just being wrong? That'd be wrong in the Virgin Islands. This is the Virgin Islands, sir.
At least he didn't have a dick to rape you with like Epstein in the Virgin
I don't know. All I know is he was walking around the club just being very wild, and
Yeah.
by the third night,
I'm drinking for two.
By the third night,
No, you're not.
by the third night, he just had like the officers outside his room, and then after that, we would ask him what happened. The officers be like, "Oh, nothing. He in trouble. Nothing." and then when we got back and the like fire department came and took him off, we asked like the people, like the stewardess that was cleaning the room. We were like, "Yo, what happened?" He goes, "I don't know." He said he was pregnant. He said he lost his mind. He's going crazy. We were like, "Really? What happened?" He's like, "But they came and picked him up." He said, "You can't arrest me. I'm pregnant." I was like,
I don't know.
and what was so weird is everybody made a face like, we get it. Like, yeah, we get it now.
We get it. That adds up.
That happens all the time.
Dude, I can't even stand. Here's how intolerant. I can't even stand when a guy and a girl are dating and the girl gets pregnant and the guy says, "We're pregnant." I hate that shit, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Just say she's pregnant. You're not pregnant, bro.
I don't know.
That's stolen valor.
I don't know. We are.
You're under arrest.
We are pregnant. I'm waking up, rubbing her feet, putting them on fucking the internet for money. We're pregnant, all right?
Okay. When
Pregnant
you have it
feet
like that,
pics go more money,
That's
motherfucker.
true, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck! Why didn't I have you guys as friends when I was pregnant? I was in Tawny Town. I didn't have anybody to get this
Did you have
information
the
from.
Did you have the fat angles?
Oh yeah,
You missed out.
I still do. I'm
missed
diabetic.
out.
Like
You missed
after I eat
out.
McDonald's, they swell. Like
Oh, you missed out. You missed out. Man. You missed out.
Sheesh, I didn't know that. I didn't know
We're pregnant, motherfucker.
hell yeah.
Wait, really?
But-
When you're white, when you're successful and all that type of stuff, her friends are gonna watch. Oh
edit that.
no, we got on a condom right now. We're good.
I like the word.
But no, like when you become successful and shit, she's gonna be like, "Yeah, y'all, we're successful." She's not gonna say.
that's true.
She's not gonna say
right,
he's
right.
successful.
That's true.
She's gonna be
Yes.
walking around like, "Yo, yeah, we're successful."
But see, that is the true merging of two souls into one being, into one destiny that I never experienced with my ex. I always was just like,
see, Jimmy, you gotta get there.
I'm like with my ex, with my kid's father, I was just like, this is just too, bleh.
When y'all show up, say you go out to a party or something like that, and one of you guys look way better than the other. You don't want nobody to walk up and be like, "Wait, you look nice."
Yeah.
But be
Yeah.
like, "Y'all look nice."
I don't want them to be
Right.
like, "You guys are ugly" either.
No,
Like,
no.
She's ugly.
She's ugly.
Yeah,
I'm Johnny
exactly.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Right,
We're
right.
not that meshed at the soul here.
Exactly. Just like when I like meet someone like off of like a dating app or something, it's like I have a hard time dating comics, even though I've kind of tried recently. But I have a hard time also dating people that don't do comedy that I just meet because when they find out I'm a comedian, they're like, "I've always wanted to try stand up," and I'm just like, I can't be your open mic mommy on this journey. It's just like, and there's an egotistical part of me that I guess is
We're
just like,
comics.
I want, where it's just, I've been doing this on and off for 10 years. It's like, I can't with So it's hard. It's hard when you make that commitment to another person and it's just like, yes, like the two souls like literally merging, but it's beautiful. And I don't know if I'll ever have that in my life, but I love to see it in other people.
You need to be
And
a
it gives me
complete
hope.
person, and you need to find another complete person.
Yes.
That's it exactly, man.
That is so difficult.
We
Like,
talk a lot. I say, like it's not my job to make you happy. Like you're supposed to be happy.
Yes.
And I'm supposed to be happy. And when we're in the room together, we're happy together.
Yes, that's
But
beautiful.
we're not supposed to be making each other happy.
Yeah.
I mean, we can, we do, but that's not the goal.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
You can't rely on somebody else for your own happiness
Yeah.
and fulfillment, you know?
Right, and like the serotonin deficient part of my brain is just like always seeks like the fucking what do they call it? The love bombing stage. It's like
What's that, like
And-
the honeymoon stage?
Yeah, where it's like I live like I hooked up with like Link and stuff, and we lived like 6 years and 6 days.
Yeah, like that's
But that's like the addict part of
that's
somebody's
a
brain.
good that's a good space to be if you know how to pace it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like I love to see people like in love and in love with love. And if I can only be in love with my passion, with being with comedy, with magic, with art, with Baltimore, then that's at least I get to love something. Like
Facts.
and it's difficult, but I feel like sometimes I do better by myself, even if like I have to catch the light rail and
And what happens
I
is...
saw a billionaire on the light rail.
really.
Really?
Yeah. real live billionaire, like somebody that is.
I felt like a billionaire last time I was on the light rail. When I was on the light rail, I was like, I feel like fucking Jeff Bezos out here.
I could buy this if I wanted to.
Like, oh, these
buy
pants?
this railroad.
Oh, these pants? Yeah, I bought them.
I could
No,
buy
I got
this
another pair
railroad.
too, actually.
right.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, I have another pair, like maybe because like I sweat, so it's like I gotta have like I'm like a superhero, like I gotta have like another change of clothes before I was open mic.
The light rail is definitely a challenge. Not any public transit, I would say. Just certain public transit comes with daring times, and it's like until you've actually seen like I've seen some of the most triumphant and saddest things.
Yes,
like the most like, man, that was the most admirable thing I've ever seen, and then almost I've seen stuff that makes me like give up on humanity.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
and comedy also.
Those are like the levels. You take the light rail, that's like level 1. The bus is definitely level 2. I've reached level 2. I've never taken the actual
Subway.
Baltimore subway.
Oh,
I have not reached level 3.
Hell yeah!
That is
Level 3 guy.
That is a.
I gotta
That's
go
a time.
monster hunting down there in the Baltimore subway
That's a
station.
time. That's a time.
Wow.
I remember one time I was running to catch a subway and I dropped a bottle, like a fifth of whiskey.
Oh.
And then everybody on the subway looked at me like, you're going to have a bad night.
Is it a plastic bottle or glass?
No, it was glass. Like I was running in, I busted like right when the door hit. It was like, bing.
Oh, shit, it broke?
Yeah, man.
No. That is bad
Omens.
luck.
You can get omens.
Forget
on,
getting pissed on by R. Kelly.
Yeah.
That is bad luck. That is tangible bad luck.
But dude, like the people that just rob like the dollar store and then they try to sell like sheet sets and then they try to sell you like karaoke machines on the light rail, they are good businessmen. I'm like, can you promote like my shows?
I've always been
I wanna
afraid
get
of
the
getting
posters,
robbed
like-
on the subway and then
Yeah.
having to wait to the next stop. Like with the person.
That would be a hilarious sketch, dude. You need to say that. That's a fucking hilarious idea for a sketch.
You
Like,
get robbed and like it's not their stop.
And right at that moment, the conductor comes through, is checking everyone's ticket. He's got your ticket.
yes.
And then you get a citation. God damn it. I bought it. Well, he has it.
Yes.
He has it. You're off this stop.
You're like, one more stop, please.
Guys, I hate to do this, but I unfortunately have to wrap
Yeah.
up.
I do too,
Yeah.
man. This is perfect. This was a
Is
great
there
hour.
anything positive you want to manifest into the universe? Please, I don't have my tarot cards, but just any
Positivity
positive
shows
for you.
coming up, productions and progression, man. We're gonna be having a safe trip going to Portugal. We'll
Fuck
be posting
yes.
stuff. You can see us out there. Check me out. Instagram, Ivan Martin, comedian Ivan Martin.
Hell yeah.
And festival submissions are open right now. By
Yes.
the time you hear this, they'll probably have like one more week ready. But if you're a little late, hit us up. We might make it a little exception. But this year's going to be really nice. We got some fun locations in it, man. Let's do it.
Baltimore Comedy Festival, that is,
yes,
folks.
the Baltimore Comedy Festival. Hell yeah.
BaltimoreComedyFestival.com. This is I got my tag up there from the 1 year you guys actually gave me one. And, tight. Get back on the mic if you don't mind.
Yeah. We'll have you this year. Did you guys have a good time when we did the podcast?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, we'll do it
yeah.
again this year. And if
Hell
you guys want to
yes.
do like a multiple one where you guys do like a series of like what you do from your studio, we can do that.
Yeah,
Sick.
with like he and Eric for Live Studio.
Yeah.
And
I
I'd
love
love
that.
to do live tarot readings or talk about Bigfoot with people.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby. Baltimore Comedy Festival, free submission still.
Yep.
You know it, as
Awesome.
always, baby. Ivan Martin, Sam.
I got nothing coming up except my own ascension.
She'll be at Motor House Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes. All right. I love you guys. This has been InfoWarlocks. And remember, there's a war on for your magic.